Florida, everyone. The theme of the show this week, the economy, from your house to your job and everything in between. Let's start with the real estate market, and real estate expert Vincent Arcuri back with us here this week. Last time you were here, we were talking about the current state of the real estate market. What has changed in the weeks since you were last here?
Well, one of the things I'm seeing is a very rapid escalation of inventory. It wasn't that long ago where you saw this massive amount of buyers and a shortage of inventory. And very quickly, you're seeing that shift to where there's a lot of homes suddenly becoming available and the buyer inventory is just not there.
All right, high inventory, that usually means prices are falling. And I think this is the point where a homeowner is watching us and they're putting down their coffee and turning up the volume. How bad is this for a homeowner right now?
Well, I'm seeing an average concession right now of $9,000 to $12,000 per deal. What that is you just flash back a couple of years ago where people were bidding over asking price. There are bidding wars, and we heard all of that. Now you're looking at a situation where sellers are making concessions. They're maybe not selling at full asking price, plus they're buying down the rate for the buyer, or they're making repairs. They're putting a new roof, new air conditioning unit, or whatever that home inspector comes up with.
So more money up front to sell the market and offload it, and are the homes staying on the market longer?
Well, we're looking at the average. The absorption rates right now in Tampa are still about 3 to 4 months. We're in one of the hotbeds, so around the country it's not as promising as it is here in Tampa, but we are seeing time on the market languish, and that's going to definitely impact prices.
All right, Tampa, what about other markets in Florida? Is this a statewide trend at this point, or is this isolated?
Well, I always look at Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater. Our Tampa Bay area is always leading the fight on high escalating property values when the market's hot, and always we fall to the bottom whenever it happens. The opposite happens. So you're looking at the beaches, the condos, for example, on the beach. Last year I was looking for a beach condo for a client. There was virtually no inventory. Now there's over 300 properties for sale.
All right, so it takes a while to get to this point. Does it take a while for this to change? Is this a long-term trend, or is this just a bump in the road?
Oh, I think that these ships turn really slow in normal economic times. I mean, unless there was a sudden drop in interest rates substantially, which would of course increase that buyer pool, because consider, with the interest rates going from 3% just to 6%, the average consumer is doubling their mortgage payment on principal and interest. So by reducing the rate, you allow more buyers to be able to qualify for this inventory.
This sounds like bad news.
Well, I mean, to me, it's kind of normalizing.
Okay.
You've seen these rapid escalations, and I think it's pricing the average consumer out of homeownership. If anything, it's created a buyer's market for buyers, and you can ask these sellers to buy down your rate. If you're confident that the rates are going to come down, and you could refinance later.
So not maybe as good for a homeowner who's looking to sell, but better news for the buyer who's been looking to get in.
Well, absolutely. You see the investors jumping in the market right now, and when you see investors jumping in, that means it's time to make money. So it's definitely a buyer's market.
I got 10 seconds. If you're a homeowner right now, should you do the home improvement project or wait?
You always maintain your home, because the cleanest homes that need the least amount of work are the ones that sell for the most money.
And if you're a home buyer, do you get in now or do you wait?
I would absolutely get in right now and refinance later when the rates come down.
And hopefully those rates come down.